All right, right now we're back in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen with Travis Bruss this morning. He's from the Williamsburg Inn.
Yes.
Come all the way down here to make us some Eggs Benedict, but not just any Eggs Benedict. You said you're doing Eggs Benedict Chesapeake.
And essentially what we're doing is we're doing your standard Eggs Benedict with the addition of sauteed lump crab meat as well as some spinach. And this is one of the new items on our brunch menu at the Williamsburg Inn.
Okay.
So basically what we're going to do, just to kind of get started here, could you place that bowl on top of the double boiler, please?
Yes, I can. See that? I've made a double boiler. Oh, it's in there.
And we're just, that's right.
It's supposed
just
to touch the water?
Yep,
okay.
it'll be okay. And we'll add some egg yolks.
Already cracked?
Already cracked.
And
did
separated?
all the hard work there. And we're making a hollandaise right now, just a little bit of water.
All right.
I actually need that for something else. And then what we have here is a reduction of tarragon vinegar, some peppercorn, and bay leaf. And that's just a nice little essence.
That's what's going to give the hollandaise its
great flavor there. So we'll just kind of drizzle a little bit of that in there.
Oh, so you don't actually want the bits of onion and everything going in?
We're just extracting flavor. Okay. And you can just start to whip that. And while that's whipping, I'm going to start on the sauteed crab meat. We also have a little bit of potatoes going here for our side dish.
Just for fun?
Yep, just for fun. And we're also going to accompany this dish with a little bit of brown butter asparagus, but I'll get to that later.
Oh, wow.
All right, so we're just going to melt down the butter a little bit of shallots.
Okay. Do I have to do anything else?
Just keep whipping.
Oh.
Yep, you just want to incorporate some air while that cooks the egg. It'll get nice, light, and frothy.
All righty.
All right.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked me to do this because my hand is pretty much the only thing that doesn't still hurt from the Shamrock Marathon on Sunday.
Run, yeah.
But I'm feeling like I can just keep using the excuse of having to replenish calories for days and days.
Well, this will be an excellent
source. As we work on the hollandaise sauce.
Excellent source of calories here. So we'll add the lump crab meat to that, and we just want to lightly saute this.
Right, because you don't want to break it up.
You don't want to break it up too much, but it's going to break up a little bit. And while that kind of warms up, we're just going to chiffonade a little bit of spinach here. And just to slice it up thinly. You can tear it if you would like.
But why tear when you can say chiffonade?
That's right. I mean, that really impresses people when you pull out the big words. And we're just going to wilt that down. We're going to season it up with a little kosher salt.
Hey, this is totally working.
Yep.
What I'm doing over here.
Yeah, it's thickening up real nice. Just kind of whip it just a little bit faster to incorporate a little bit more air.
Okay.
Doing a great job. And that should be
the final kick, people. The final kick.
That should be good right there. And you can pull that off and let that to the side, and we will incorporate. Just pull it right off to the side. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, you get the chef hands here.
I've been burned before, Travis.
And we're wilting down that spinach nicely.
Okay.
And this, for the most part, is done. We're just going to add a little bit of parsley to that. And how much time do we have?
I don't.
A little bit of time.
Till the lovely voice in my ear says, "Wrap it up." She hasn't said it yet, so we would have at least 10 seconds. 1 minute, she says.
Make sure that's All right, do me a favor. Just very slowly drizzle in the egg or the clarified butter.
Okay.
And clarified butter is just butter that's been separated. And we're just going to very vigorously whisk this. And you can see it's forming an emulsification where we're suspending the butter, the fat, in egg yolks. So it's starting to get nice and velvety. Go ahead and
do you need more?
Yep, about 2 more ladles.
2 more ladles, all right.
And then we're going to season this with salt and pepper and just a squeeze of lemon juice.
And then your hollandaise is pretty much done.
Pretty much done.
And you want to serve this pretty soon after you make it.
Yeah, well, within 20 minutes.
Okay. Otherwise it'll all start separating again?
Oh, it'll congeal, it'll cool down and kind of thicken up.
Yeah.
It'll almost look like butter or mayonnaise. That should be good. All right.
Congeal is not a nice word.
Not a nice word, but it's
like
a necessary word.
Everybody knows something bad is happening when you say congeal. Okay.
And so we have this all prepared.
Mike B in the buzz says he's jealous that I get to come to work and whip things,
And just to kind of get a head start, we're going to use the same water. We're going to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. You can use white vinegar if you like.
Yeah.
I like the cider vinegar because it brings a little bit more of a flavor to it.
It's egg poaching time. This is the hard part. I don't care what you say, Travis. This is hard for us mere mortals, isn't it?
It can be, but I've got a few little tips for you. So.
Oh, good. Okay.
And like I said, just add a little bit of salt because you want to add flavor to the eggs. You don't want to just boil it in water.
Salt and vinegar. Okay.
Poach it in water.
All right.
So when we come back, we're going to drop those eggs so they're fresh right for the plate.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we look forward to those tips. Right now, meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler's in the studio. All right, back in the kitchen with Chef Dave Travis Gruss this morning. He's with the Williamsburg Inn. We're working on our Eggs Benedict Chesapeake. We made the hollandaise sauce in the first segment, and then a little later on, too, you're going to show us how to make a brunch cocktail and some of the other, show off some of the other things that you can see if you go to brunch up there at the Williamsburg Inn. Okay, you've got some potatoes going.
Yep. Got potatoes going. We have a little bit of country ham. Our country ham is actually from Edwards Farm, crossover in Surrey.
Yeah.
Nice local product.
It would be weird if it wasn't from somewhere close by.
Exactly.
Brad, you know?
Yeah, we're in the middle of the heartland there. What we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to poach a perfect egg. And something easy you can do at home. We've already prepared the water, as you saw in the last segment.
Salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar. Oil brought to just barely a simmer. And what you're going to do is just go ahead and spin that clockwise. Counterclockwise, either way. That's okay. There you go. That should be good right there.
Okay.
Now I've already shelled your eggs for you.
Okay.
And what you're going to do is let this slow down a little bit and go ahead and pour the eggs against the current.
All of them?
Yep. Just
right,
kind of
so
one at a
winding
time.
it
Boom,
this
boom,
way.
boom. Yep.
Boing, 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 boing,
Whoa.
boing.
There you go.
Was that not everything
Nope.
you dreamed it would be?
That's exactly it. And see what happened is it rolled against its own current.
Yeah.
And it kind of encased the egg in the egg white nicely. You have a little bit of a drifter here on top, but those will come off when we pull it out. So usually if you drop it in the still water, you have a tendency to get more of a flat egg when you poach it, and this will be a nice pocket. So we'll let those soft poach. You can see them right there, how they're getting nice and round.
I can,
Yep.
if you get rid of this
But you don't?
cloud of...
Yeah, it's kind of the byproduct
drifter.
of doing them. So
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
all right.
So that's it there, and we have our potatoes ready to go. And we can start kind of plating this a little bit.
Okay, so how do you know when these are done? Or they're pretty much...
Well, you have to kind of give them about at least 3 minutes.
Okay.
And then they'll start to firm up.
But you want the yolks to run, don't you?
Yeah, you want the yolks to be a little bit runny.
Yeah.
And, kind of like a soft bird, but you want the eggs to be firm.
Okay,
So.
the white part's firm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the white.
All right.
So we're going to go ahead and take the country ham, and I'm just going to place that over the top just like you would a standard Benedict, but your standard Benedict would have Canadian bacon.
Yes.
So we're just doing a little bit of a
Country
different
ham,
there.
okay.
And now we have that country ham flavor in that butter. We're just going to kind of roll that asparagus around in that a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, make it taste good. And
What was
a little
that?
bit of parsley,
Okay.
thyme,
We will put all the ingredients, too, in the technique at thehamptonroadshow.com.
pepper, and just a little bit of salt, because we could get a little bit of salt out of that ham there, so you don't want to get it over salty.
Okay.
All right?
All right, we've got to bring this home.
Okay.
Is it time to lay an egg on there? Because we're getting the wrap.
We got about 30 seconds we could pull one out.
All right, maybe we'll do that, and then we'll do
Okay.
that next time. All right. All right, we have focused a lot on spring cleaning. All right, back in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen with Chef de Cuisine Travis Gruss from the Williamsburg Inn. Okay, you've kind of plated up the potatoes, the asparagus, and the eggs Benedict.
The eggs Benedict, and we have the country ham, sauteed crab meat, and spinach. Top with the nice soft poached egg. We're just going to do a little bit of that hollandaise over the top. See how velvety that is?
Yes, I do.
And you see how that technique of swirling the water really encapsulated?
Well, instead of coming out, like you said, with kind of a flat egg, it's so nice and round.
And we'll just do a little bit of parsley over top of this. And we'll pick some fresh thyme. It's kind of nice, fresh off the sprig. And just a little bit of tomato.
All right, now this is just part of brunch at the Williamsburg Inn. I know there were more things that you wanted to show us that folks can come and enjoy. And also just a brunch cocktail that you wanted to show us how to make.
Right, exactly. One of the new features of our brunch this year is the chef's artisan table, where you have artisan cheeses and meats, pâtés, terrines, different chutneys and whatnot that you can just enjoy. We also have a few samplings of our desserts, which just look absolutely phenomenal, don't they?
Sure do.
So this can all be enjoyed, but what's to enjoy food without a nice cocktail? So what we have here is the Regency Champagne cocktail. What we have is a sugar cube soaked in bitters, and then we dry that. All right, so that goes inside. And a nice cherry. So who doesn't like the cherries? And a twist of lemon.
It's very pretty, and you haven't even put any liquid in there yet.
Yeah, and here comes the fun part. So we have the champagne, and we'll just pour a little champagne in there. And it takes on just a slight pink hue. And as this kind of sits, the sugar cube will dissolve, allowing more sugar and bitters to kind of enter the beverage. So
Nice.
One of our amazing special beverages. So we also have, for the Williamsburg Inn's Sunday brunch, we have live entertainment. We also have live entertainment every night in the Regency Room, starting on the 25th of this month. But this is just a small portion of what is available through our brunch. beautiful display of tapas.
Yeah.
You know, just small appetizers and salads. And the dessert selection is just bar none.
All right.
So definitely an excellent treat. So I know we all can't wait to enjoy this.
No, we can. I know Travis and his friends at the Williamsburg Inn will do the hard work of putting it into small portions. The rest is really up to you to not then, go for a whole bunch. And we've got a couple of big brunch occasions coming up. Mother's Day, Easter. Do you recommend folks make reservations?
Absolutely. Reservations definitely are a must. You're looking at Mother's Day and Easter. We do open, our first Sunday brunch is the 17th of April,
Okay.
which is Palm Sunday.
Yeah.
So definitely make your plans.
All right.
Absolutely.
And Travis said they're a must to make those reservations. Again, Sunday brunch begins in the Regency Room. Starts April 17th from noon until 2, so you can sleep in, then go to a nice brunch. And reservations are, are recommended for each Sunday that you're thinking of, especially if it's a special occasion.